Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and another part of this Manchester United Legends series where we're trying to recover from a horrendous run of 3 straight defeats and very important matches as well, against Wigan in the FA Cup which knocked us out, against Nottingham Forest which we need to overturn today, and against Arsenal where we lost 2-1 in the league and missed out on a chance of really opening up our lead at the top of the table. But now we've managed to beat Spurs 5-3, a hat-trick for Pele in that game, the £140 million man that we managed to bring in last time, and I'm hoping he'll be able to get the goals that we need against Forest today to take us through to the final of this competition, because I do want silverware even if it is only the League Cup. Now, before the next episode we will go and play West Ham, Blackburn and Sunderland. So the next match you will see will be the one against Valencia in the knockout stages of the Champions League. If you're enjoying it, make sure to drop a like on the video. Obviously this series gets a lot less views than the other one, which I say every time, but it is true. If you do want to see more videos from this, just keep hitting that like button and I'll keep churning out the videos for you as long as you're enjoying them. Now against Forest, we've got our strongest team going out there. Bearing in mind we've got injuries to the likes of Ryan Giggs, but up front we have got Pele leading the line. He's got 4 in 2 for us since joining. Best is on the left, Beckham is on the right, Charlton through the middle. Edwards is joined by Bobby Robson. That was a suggestion in the comments because we need more generals in midfield. Now Edwards is a fantastic midfielder who was injured for most of those defeats that we suffered. But with Robson alongside him, I'm interested to see how Robson does, because he does play perfectly in that position, or fits perfectly in that position. So they could be a new central midfield partnership. And then in defence we have Byrne, Ferdinand, Stam and Neville, who seems to have overtaken Carey, in my mind, is the best right back at the club now. I'm hoping Gary Neville can repay that faith I'm putting in him. Schmeichel in goal. It's a strong team. They should win every match they ever play, but we need them to win today against Nottingham Forest because they are a good team. They've shown that already by beating us in the first leg, but at Old Trafford I imagine that we will be able to get the win that takes us to Wembley. Now you can see their team, they've got Story something up front. This is going to be embarrassing. Story Moore up front with Birtles alongside him. Hodge, Webb, Bowyer and O'Neill. I assume that's Martin O'Neill on the right flank with Stuart Pearce, Burns, Lloyd, Anderson and Peter Shilton in goal. So you can tell which of those players I know. They've got a strong bench. Nigel Clough, Stan Collymore on the bench as well. This is going to be a really tough match, but I think we can do it, especially after that win against Spurs. We need to try and get the win today. Now it's Forest with the kickoff and on the attack. They've got a corner early on. Stuart Pearce sends it to Hodge out of the area. He finds Webb. Now O'Neill with the shot. Oh, and it's gone in. Less than a minute played, and Martin O'Neill with an afro has just scored against us. It's 3-1 on aggregate, and our life just became so much more difficult. Shilton sends the ball forward. We need to get a grip on this now. We can't wait. It can't go to half time like this. Still so early, but they're on the attack again. Ferdinand cuts it out. Now Charlton in behind for Best. He's got Pele in the middle. He just needs to find him and we'll get a goal. He's missed Pele, but it comes to Charlton who finds Beckham off the post. Best can't get to it. Pele is tackled, and that really just sums up our luck at the moment. Failing to get the goal there when we desperately need it, because even if we score that, we need to get another one. This is not an easy task. Here's O'Neill, back to Bowyer. O'Neill to Birtles, goes for goal. Oh, I thought that was going into the top corner then. I was all prepared to see us suffer. But we've got Beckham on the corner, ball goes in, away by Lloyd. Robson puts it in again, it's cleared out once more. Here's Beckham into Stam, Robson into George Best, great position, and George Best does finish it. We've brought Brian Robson in today and he has got an assist, so already looking good in that advanced playmaker role. But can he get us the second one that we need? This is a lot more comfortable now because we need 1 goal in, well, 70 minutes. I'm sure we can manage that with Pele up front. Schmeichel sends it up towards Pele, who does try and win the header there, but it comes straight back to Forest. Ball across to Story Moore. Now it's Hodge trying to go down the left. He comes back inside. Oh, loose pass, but he finds his man. Now Birtles back to O'Neill. Options ahead of him. It's Story Moore. Oh, good strike off the post. Ferdinand brings it away for us, but Forest showing how dangerous they are. You know, they have won European Cups And that's where the majority of these legends have come from. They are European Cup winning legends, so they're not chumps. They will put in as good a shift as our players will, to be fair. But with the likes of Bobby Charlton and Pele in there, World Cup winners several times over, you imagine we're going to do well. As a corner there, it's cleared out. Best has the loose ball, puts it in. Oh, it's just wide there. I think that was possibly Charlton as number 9, but I'm not entirely sure. Ball goes forward, O'Neill with it. It's been an entertaining first half, but we are losing, so not great for us. Hodge forward, Stam gets away. Neville down to Robson. A goal here would change the entire tie. Charlton out to Best, cuts inside. Good run, gives the ball away, but we retain it. Robson to Beckham. Back to Duncan Edwards. Now Charlton into Pele, out to Robson. Nice movement. We've given the ball away there by Robson. Storey-Moore countering. He's got a man in the middle. I think they're going to score here. There's Birtles, and just like I thought, it's now 2-1 to Forest, and we're back where we started in that first minute. 2 goals behind, but only 45 minutes to try and turn it around. There is another highlight here. If we can see it again, I'm going to be furious. Charlton down the line. Best. Pele in the middle. Goes for Pele. Finds him, and Pele, of all people, missing the target with that header. And this is not going well, I have to say. We are 2-1 down at half-time. We need 2 goals to turn this around and just force extra time. And that's if away goals don't count. I actually don't know if they do count in the Carabao Cup, but really difficult. I've just noticed that we had advertising hoardings from the Carabao Cup as well, and apparently it's an energy drink. I thought it was a beer. I don't know why. I've never seen it at a pub, but Best in a good position. Pele in the middle finds him, and there is a goal. Pele continues his perfect scoring run for us. That's 5-3 now, and he gives us a chance with about 40 minutes left to play. I don't have too many substitutions I think are going to make an impact. I might bring Paul Scholes on, but everybody else, possibly Carey, because Neville is struggling. I might make that change now actually, because it's a low impact one. But some fresh legs down the flank supporting Beckham might help, because Beckham has been anonymous in this game up to now really. But not long left. Scholes might come on for Robson in a minute. Stam forward though. Let's see what happens here. Best charging through, finds Beckham, and the shot is charged down by Burns. Forward to Hodge. He's going on a run. Plays it into Birtles, who scored the second goal for Forest. Hodge back to McGovern. Ball across to Storey-Moore. Birtles to Storey-Moore. Goes for goal. Robson was putting pressure on him, and the shot has gone wide. I'm going to take Scholes off, put Scholes on after this highlight. Charlton puts it in, cleared away. Birtles again. Storey-Moore out to Hodge. They are causing us so many problems. Hodge now loses out to Robson. Good intervention. Now Beckham. Ball over to Charlton. Bobby Robson has stepped up since I started mentioning Paul Scholes. Here's Charlton over the top. Best is in behind, and he's fouled, and we have a penalty. And David Beckham is not taking this penalty. Pele is going to take this penalty, because Beckham and Scholes have missed our last 2, and this is one we cannot afford to miss. I want the world's greatest player on it. He's got decent penalty taking attributes, and Pele steps up, and Pele does score. Not the best penalty, but the fact that he put it central meant it did go in. That's 6-3 for Pele now. We are 3-2 ahead. We could be going out on away goals. I don't think away goals count here. Storey-Moore sends it wide. Carey with the header. Now Charlton plays it down the wing. Beckham's in behind. He's got Pele with him. Oh, and he shanked it so far wide. That would have been a brilliant double whammy if he'd scored there. We've got 15 minutes to try and find a winner. I'm going to take David Beckham off, I think, but I don't know who to put on for Beckham. That's the trouble. I could shift Charlton out to the wing. He can play there. Let's do that. Let's bring Scholes on as well. Then I might swap Scholes and Robson around, because I think Robson's a better attacking midfielder, and Scholes is perfect in that advanced playmaker position. So that is our setup heading into extra time. We do still have a substitute. We might even have an extra one in extra time. I can't remember. Anderson, Storey-Moore, Byrne with a brilliant tackle. Not more sure why he's there, but he's found Charlton. Pele. Oh, and Charlton of all people, putting that wide. How many chances are we going to miss? Here's Pearce into Storey-Moore. Ball goes across the centre to Webb. Let's not lose it like this. Clough with so much space. Somebody does get to him now, but McGovern, edge of the area, blocked by Ferdinand. Scholes can't get to it. Now Hodge goes for goal, but he's lashed it high and wide. And we could be going to extra time here. There's 5 minutes left to play. Not an awful lot going on. We've totally dominated this game and yet they've got 2 goals and that's really frustrating. But it doesn't look like we're going to score here. So we're going to go to extra time. Charlton is struggling on the right flank, but I could move Besser. I don't have anybody to move to the left flank though. This is a trouble. Team reacting well to the team talk. I'm not going to make a change just yet. I think we've got time. 30 minutes of added time separates us from Wembley. Now there are 4 substitutions because I can see Forest have made 4. I've got 2 strikers, a central midfielder, and Fuchs on the bench. Now Edwards hasn't done much, so I'm going to bring Keane on, and I think I'm going to make the controversial decision to take Pele off and bring on a young David Villa playing outside of his comfort zone up front, and just hope that his young legs cause problems in this defence that's had 2 substitutions for Forest. Because I don't think Pele's legs were going to do the job. The trouble is that the players behind Villa aren't fit enough for this extra time. First half gone, nothing happened. We've got a second chance here though. Keane to Ferdinand, now Burn. Nothing coming out. We had 35 shots and only scored 3 goals. 13 on target. Yellow card for Johnny Carey. Oh, 5 minutes of added time left. I think the clock is going down to the penalty shootout unless something happens here, and it can't be good for us if it does. Hodge puts it in, Schmeichel catches it, and that will be the full-time whistle. So it's a penalty shootout for us, which is going to be interesting with players of this calibre. I'm going to say, oh, we've lost on aggregate. Away goals counted after extra time. What kind of absolute nonsense is that? I have never seen that before. I honestly didn't know that was a rule. Did you guys know that's a rule? What on earth is that about? We've lost on away goals after extra time. If I'd known that, I'd have been a lot more aggressive. I didn't realise that was the case. When it went to extra time, I figured it would naturally go to a penalty shootout, but I don't know what kind of rule that is. That's very much on my part. We've missed out on a spot in Wembley, potentially, based on my decisions. I can't believe we've gone out there after managing to come back twice against Forest in that game and win it. We've lost on an aggregate to away goals. That's really, really disappointing that that is the case. But it does mean we can focus on the Premier League and the Champions League. Not too many league games left to go. Between episodes, I'm going to take on West Ham, Blackburn and Sunderland, and then you'll see me probably cock it up against Valencia in the next episode. Do drop a like on the video if you think I'm an idiot, I suppose. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. But until next time, see ya.